Good afternoon, everyone. This is Melanie, the Scrapbook Lady, and I want to share with you the second half of my 50th birthday scrapbook. And so I wanted to pick up where we left off and let you know what kind of styles I used on my pages to give you some ideas if you want to do a milestone scrapbook. And so what you'll see right away is I have a page here that we used for our bartender. She did the open bar, and you'll notice this little block here was just lines. I used Word to create a couple of text boxes and filled them with lines so that, as you can see, my personal handwriting is here so that going forward you can see exactly what my thoughts were at the time. On the opposite page, again, you see tons of gift cards. They have been used, so they are purely for decorative reasons. But I also have some 3D stickers here and here with the wine theme to tie both pages together. You'll see on this page I included my invitation, birthday party invitation here. Typically, I don't know, I'd put it at the front of the book, but I figure why not take a little break in the middle so you can see that. And then I had this beautiful paper pad, and it had this sheet in it, and I didn't want to disturb it. I just liked the page very much, so I kept it in its entirety. And then I get into pages with my sorority sisters. And so you see a lot of our symbolism. There's actually some pink and green stickers in here. There's a card, a beautiful card that I got from one of them that has pearls all over it. And this is a picture, a group shot with them along with some cards that I received from them. And so, like I said in the previous segment, whenever I have birthday cards, I try very hard to keep the cards close to the person who gave me the card to help me remember one day 20 years from now. Again, here's another text box that I use to write in, so it has my personal handwriting. This is a great element that I use a lot, and that is using artificial flowers and greenery in the book. And the ivy leaf is one of our symbols, so it's very appropriate for me to use that on pages for my sorority sisters. And then again, I've got sister stickers here that you can find pretty much anywhere. And this was a cover to a card from one of them, so I kept them all together. And this is some fun shots with my husband and one of my sorority sisters. And then this is another group shot. I create some text in Word documents, and this is one of our chants. And so I put that in here just for fun. And then again, an interior of a card. We get this thing called the Ivy Box, which is a monthly subscription. And it comes with a decorative box that I loved. But once you open it and use the contents, what do you do with the box? So I took the shield off the cover of the box and used it as a decorative element in my book. This page is for me and my sister. And so, of course, I've got Best Sister Ever stickers in here. I've got, because I have a sister, I'll always have a friend. And then I have another quote here about being 50 and what it's like to turn 50. So I included that. I included some more pearls in this layout to kind of keep it a little cohesive. So that's there. And then I move on to the party phase where we danced and had a good time. Now, I do some handwritten notes, but I also put some thoughts in Word, and I actually type and trim them out. So you'll see some of my thoughts in my own handwriting and typed. Again, I put another one of these cards on the outside of the plastic protector sheet so that you could just flip through and open it. Right? And this one is fun. It lights up. I love it. So I put that in here. And then moving on, more pictures from the party, more 50 quotes. I kept the interiors and made different additional quotes And then it's just fun. And so this card had candles on the cover. So I used candles to help decorate the pages to kind of keep them cohesive, right? And then move on to my family photo, which I love. I have it blown up in my house. My aunts and my uncle and my mom and sister and all came down. I kept their cards close by. And then there's just some shots of myself, right? Just me. I was feeling myself that night. I had such a good time. I know some amazing people. They're a lot of fun. And so as you can see from my photos, I had a blast. And then some of the cards were just so beautiful. I kept the whole cover. And then this, of course, is a decoration, the heart with the purple hearts. However, it's for my husband. This page is for him. So I have the photos of the two of us on this page. And then I have some friends on this one. And I used a paper doily. Now, I know you've seen these out and about. If you go to party supply stores, they have paper doilies. I use this one as a decoration on my page. Why not? And then again, I have another page dedicated to my husband. We were just goofing off and having a great time. And I put in here, I typed a thank you to him and the kids to show my appreciation and let them know that I really had a great time. And then again, I did a special little dedication to him here. And this actually was probably done with a Cricut. It was a plate cover at a wedding that we went to. It was sitting on top of the plates at our place settings when we walked into the reception, and they were gorgeous. There was no way I was going to throw this in the trash. I had no idea what I was going to use it for, but then I thought, why not use it in my own book, right? So I'm talking about Andre, so let's put his name in here. So I kept that page and then put his photos on the opposite. And then I did another one for me with my name and one of my favorite photos of myself at the party. A nice quote from a model, Perfect 50, that's me. So I put that in here. And so it's a dedication to myself. And then here is actually a love letter from Beethoven. It's the famous one that ends with ever thine, ever mine, ever ours. So I put that in here because this page is, again, my husband and I. And so I wanted to include something heartfelt on that page. And then here is a prayer of gratitude and thanksgiving. And I don't know if all of my guests will ever see this book in its entirety, but I still felt a need to thank them and let them know I appreciated all the gifts that they gave me. And then I listed the gift list here along with a quote at the bottom that says, a friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you just the way you are. So throughout my book, you'll see quotes, you'll see phrases, you see the interiors of the cards, because my book tells the story. And so this layout, this was after the birthday party, believe it or not. My aunts were in town. They came to visit us, and they took me to dinner on my actual birthday. And the restaurant we went to had menus printed just for my special occasion. And we had a really wonderful time. So I wanted to make sure that I included that in this book. So even though it's not the party per se, it was all a part of the celebration. And then the final page is just a picture of me, again, with my initial. I used a beaded letter to add as a decoration in the corner, along with some more of the purple flowers that I used on the cover page. And again, a big thank you to everyone for this experience. Now, my husband thinks I'm insane. Okay, so the receipts from all those gift cards that I got as gifts are in the back of my book. And I thought about it. I'm like, 20 years, 30 years from now, it'd be interesting to see some of these receipts and see how much things cost and, see what kinds of things I purchased with those gift cards. So I just slid them back here in this pocket that's dedicated to a CD. But it's just a pocket, so that's what I used it for. And again, on the back cover is another one of these cards. I swear, you gotta love these things. And so leaving them in a box somewhere doesn't really do them justice. So I just added it in the back of the book. So it's the last thing you see when you close the book. And so that's it in its entirety. That's my entire 50th birthday book. And as you can see from the photos, I had such a great time. And I will share with you that for me, scrapbooking is not just a hobby. It's a way, again, to capture those people and events that are important to you. Because long after we're gone, I would love for my children to still have a piece of me in these books. And that's how I think of them. And that's how you should start thinking of them too. Your life has as much value as any celebrity or historical figure. You deserve to have a book of your own, or many books if you like, because they tell your story. They tell the story of your family. So think about doing a milestone book. This was for my 50th, but you can do them for any occasion. And I am going to share with you some of my other themed books to give you an idea of what you can do. So again, this was my 50th birthday album. Thank you so much for your patience. Hopefully I gave you some ideas, some suggestions that you can use when you make your own book. So again, this is Melanie, the Scrapbook Lady, and I'll talk to you again soon.